Black World TV.
Welcome to Black World TV, your news, your views, our voices. United we stand, divided we fall. Today's broadcast is about an ex-cheerleader accused of burying her baby in her backyard of her parents' house. She was found not guilty of murder. The jury has found Brooke Skylar Richardson, the ex-cheerleader, accused of burying her newborn baby in her parents' backyard 2 years ago, not guilty of aggravated murder, involuntary manslaughter, and endangering a child. Although all three of those occurred, she was found guilty of gross abuse of a corpse. Richardson, then 18, considered an adult, was a popular cheerleader at Carlisle High School in Ohio. But when she learned she was pregnant, prosecutors said she kept the baby a secret, eventually giving birth to the child alone and burying its remains. However, Richardson's lawyers claimed the baby was stillborn, and the grieving mother buried her child in a marked grave, a sign of the depth of her feeling for the infant. Now, I don't know how her lawyers came up with that argument. They're not a doctor. They're not a doctor to claim that the baby was stillborn. I don't understand what type of reporting this story is either, to not reveal that much. But anyways, on Thursday, jurors returned a verdict just hours after breaking following closing statements. Among the evidence prosecutors pointed to was a text exchange between Richardson and her mother shortly after the child was born, with Richardson writing in part, quote, "I'm literally speechless with how happy I am. My belly is back, oh my God. I am never ever letting it get like this again," unquote. She even went to the gym, posting pictures of how good she looked on social media. Quote, "I'm literally so excited for dinner to wear something cute. Yay, my belly is back now. I am taking this opportunity to make it amazing," unquote, she texted her mom. A variety of witnesses took the stand over the course of the trial, including the baby's father, who said he never even knew about the child. The man, who asked that his face not be shown, said they had sex just twice before Richardson dumped him, breaking off all contact. So I would imagine at that point, as a side note, I have to say that I would imagine at that point, after having sex with her twice, and then she decided to dump him and breaking off all contact, I would imagine at that point she probably felt pretty disgusted with herself, pretty angry at herself, and why she took that anger out on her baby, or rather, their baby. But I digress. Richardson's doctor also testified, saying she didn't even realize she was pregnant until she was about 6 months along. Well, women, I would imagine you hearing that, you probably saying, cough, cough, bullshit, cough, cough. Yeah, because women know their bodies more than a doctor or anyone else. So I just find it hard to believe when I read that a woman had to have a doctor tell her, that she's okay. You get my point. At 6 months along, come on. But anyways, the doctor, who also did not want to be seen, and do you blame him? said Richardson seemed surprised when he told her that she was pregnant. Richardson's father took the stand earlier this week in defense of his daughter. You know, because after all, this is Daddy's little girl, and he's going to look out for Daddy's little girl. He doesn't want to see Daddy's little girl go up the road, go up the river. This is Daddy's little girl. So he says, quote, "She would never hurt another living being, let alone a baby," unquote, Scott Richardson said, holding back tears. You know, that's the crux of this story. I just gotta say that I've noticed that in this society there's a group of people who always point their fingers and tell other people to take responsibility, to take responsibility for your own actions. You know, those type of arguments. But soon as the tables are turned and it requires the same people who's telling other people to do that, they refuse to do it themselves. This is a phenomenon that I've noticed. It's been carried out over and over and over and over again. And we're going to continuously call it out when we see it. And so, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and you tell me what you think. This is Black World TV. Your news, your views, our voices.
Aggravated murder.
Heart-stopping drama in court as the former high school cheerleader accused of murdering her newborn is found not guilty. 20-year-old Skylar Richardson shook with emotion and wept as the verdict was read. It was not guilty on the other major counts as well. Involuntary manslaughter.
Not guilty of the offense of involuntary manslaughter.
And child endangerment.
And not guilty of child endangerment.
But she was found guilty of gross abuse of a corpse, having buried the child in her backyard. Her parents stood behind her in court. Her mom told her she was led away in handcuffs to jail for the night. Law and Crime Network anchor Rachel Stockman.
Skylar Richardson was a very sympathetic defendant. She very much appeared like a young woman. She didn't look very versed in the world throughout this trial, and I think that jurors probably had a lot of sympathy for what she was going through.
Skylar told no one she was pregnant and gave birth in the bathroom of her parents' home. The defense claimed the child was stillborn and that she had been manipulated by detectives into making a false confession. Sentencing will take place tomorrow. Now she faces between 6 and 12 months behind bars.
So you just saw the video. Historically, white women tears have been one of the scariest sights, one of the scariest situations that especially black people have had to endure. Ask Emmett Till. Oh, you can't. But anyways, it's these type of things when a white woman starts to cry that she gets these special privileges. And society, we've recognized this. So it's no sense in running and hiding from the truth. It's no sense, because you trying to deny it or whatnot does not make it go away. So it is a subject to be discussed if you don't like it. Not just simply just thinking it's going to go away. But it's this type of thing, white women tears, that have become a major issue in society. This is covered in the book White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo. I've covered that in another broadcast. But nonetheless, it's a part of white fragility. The white women tears. So I don't fall for it. The jury obviously fell for it all. And that's why she got away with murder. There's no accountability. There's no responsibility that was taken. And people, especially those jurors, are going along with it. Well, we don't do that here at Black World TV. Your news, your views, our voices. We discuss the truth the way we see it and unapologetically. If you don't like it, you have a right to your opinion. There's a comment section for you to leave your opinion. Just like assholes, everyone has an opinion. So, by all means, thank you for listening to Black World TV. Your news, your views, our voices. Yep, it's a little tongue twister there. Have to get used to that. Thanks a lot for listening. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you in the next broadcast. Peace out.